Hello and welcome everybody. This is Yanaman bringing you another Fleet Ops audio commentary. Today I have the pleasure of bringing you a top versus bottom on Broken Borders. It's a 16K by 16K. It's a 3v3 map. So let's introduce everybody to the players. Today NJM 1983 is sporting the Federation, as he is the Blue Federation today, starting with a Starfleet Engineering strat, so we'll be seeing Monsoons or Intrepids here very shortly. His teammate for the day, having not shown up on the replay circuit in a long time, welcome back, Big Dominus Noctis as the Purple Dominion. We'll see what he does, and let's see how scary he is these days. Over here, sporting the orange Klingon jersey is Ray 320, and it looks like Ray is going Quebecs. So we'll see how this plays out. So that rounds out the top team. Let's bounce down here to the bottom left-hand side. Sporting the red Klingon is Sergeant Cortex, and he is getting all set up. He's also sporting a... Ooh, hello. This is a Takroja, and he's putting out the Quebec yard as well, so we'll see what he does here. Maybe crap if I know. His teammate for the day, Zebh, as the white White Federation, also sporting a engineering first strat, as he will... Actually, he did both of these at the same... almost the same time, or he did an engineering late. So expecting chassis level 1 right here. Maybe a Saber if he's waiting for, with the timing here, he could put a Saber in there. We'll see. Anyways, the last but not least, Fallout as the light green Klingons, as he has picked up the I believe the Takroja avatar. So we've got two Takrojas and a Federation for the bottom team, the red, white, and green Mexico folks. At least I hope I have the colors in the right order. Up here, the Fed, Dominion, and Klingon. And this Martok Klingon here is expanding into his dilithium. So it looks like Ray is going to be going Gevorten Quebecs as he puts up his field research. Dominus up here is going into his large construction yard, so we'll expect probably B5s or B8s, or something with a B in them. No, I'm sorry, it's the B5s. The carrier cruiser will probably be pumped out of this guy. That's a very nice ship for the Dominion. And over here, the Feds, NJM, bypassing... Okay, so I called this completely wrong. He has bypassed and has gone into his Armada yard. So, teching up really quickly and bypassing some of the very nice... Monsoons or Intrepids here. The Armada yard is going to end up giving him access to his E2s, and he really must be going E2s, as I can't really tell. I don't think he went any chassis research, and so just the station will give him. Let's see it, and yes, he is going E2s. So these are long-range ships. What is the bottom team going to do about this? You can see that Sergeant Cortex has actually got a scout in here, right here. So he should be aware that something's funky going on, or at least that he has no early game ships. One thing that's going to be interesting for NJ here is if he can fend off any early attack. Let's see what's coming down here. We just got Quebecs. Oh, and a early battle yard. I thought this was a Takroja, and it is again a Takroja. So this is an interesting this is an interesting choice for Takraja, as Martok really can go into this battle yard quicker, as it's cheaper for Martok to do that. But some players still do pull this off with the Takraja, and it gives them access to the Charg, which gives you combat tractor, which is can be used quite nicely on larger ships, guaranteeing you at least some kills and really like controlling the battlefield. Over here, wow, we see that Fallout has gone into the battle yard as well and has expanded all the way into the middle. Alright, at this point I want to take a quick tour of the maps. So everyone's got their normal starting locations, and they've got across, say, the top, and everything's mirrored on the bottom. And they've all got this early dilithium, and then a slightly further away platinum. I'm sorry, that's a tritanium moon. A little bit of tooltip issue there. And then across the middle, what you can fight for is this string of dilithium moons right across the middle. And here we see that Ray is trying to get his game on here, but if he doesn't watch out, he'll end up taking a couple ship losses, and that would be bad. So the one thing about Klingons, they love ambushes here. You can see that Fallout not falling for the easy, not giving anyone an easy kill here, and so had his Quebecs in the area, cloaked, lured him in, but because the Quebec itself, which is what Ray was attacking with, is such a sturdy vessel anyway, there's really no ship loss here, and this game does end up coming down to getting kills. So while this was a nice little attack, I don't know that it did much psychologically. The only thing here that is important is that Fallout has his forward base, and now Ray is going to be having to deal with that fact that there's a repair yard here. So we haven't seen much out of Dom yet, and Dom has gone heavy T-15s. Okay, this is interesting. The ADAI here on these bugs is going to allow... So what Dom is doing is he's going to be tanking with these bugs against medium range guys. And he's going to end up taking out this little scout that was silly and decided it was going to try to do something. So Dom's going to move down. These T-15s are long range, and they've got a blade of armor, which will do great against the Intrepid class since it's short. However, the Intrepids will really pretty much take on, will avoid the ADAI of this bug here. Ooh, and Ray and Dom are deciding that they do not want to deal with this. There is... this is going to get interesting because there's a repair yard here, and if these guys can cycle in and out of this repair yard, they'll be in really good shape. What Fallout should probably do is he should pop his miners here. He's going to end up losing. Uh-oh. Down goes a Sang, and here is trouble, folks. Fallout is getting 2v1'd here. Dom is just sneaking away a bug. Very, very nice. Is he going to get it out? Get the kill. He needs to get the kill. Fallout needs to get this kill. He does get it, so that's a good thing. The question is, can they cycle through this repair yard? Here's this Quebec is managing to get in, and really the problem here is that they're going after this T-15. The T-15 has got such a large hull, it's not going to do anything to... There's no point in attacking it. You're just not going to kill it. You need to concentrate on the smaller vessels, like these Quebecs, where you can get the kills, or you can get them to cloak out and go home. I do see a Katinga in the mix as it's trying to cycle through and give a little bit of extra firepower. Manages to get something out. The T-15's shelling through the thing. Fallout's in a little bit of a bind here. As here comes some additional reinforcements from Ray. Ray going to be putting in extra pressure. I think Fallout should have popped all of his vessels here. Oh man, that thing is repairing. Oh, he gets the Quebec in. Very nice. The, oh, who is this guy? Oh, this is a Rays. So they need to be pushing. Wow. These guys are going to get a good push. At this point, this kill is going, and you can see what they're doing here is they're actually trying to prevent, they're doing a physics block on this entrance to the yard. Fallout has lost this area. This bug could get killed. It is going to end up losing. This Intrepid is going to go chase after it. Needs to chase after it. Get the kill. Get the kill. I think that would be worth it. These other guys are just going to cloak out. Those kills are really, really important. This Sang is going to end up start shelling things. This T-15 is going to take nothing from these Intrepids because of the a blade of armor. And really, if they could get a kill here, this would be awesome because that T-15 is a big chunk of money. Ooh, but Dom's not going to let that happen. He is coming down with another fleet. This is getting nasty. We're going to take a quick jump over here to see if there's anything interesting over in the red. Ooh, hello. Looks like some fighting was going on here, but that has abated. And some scouting. They may be going up into the backside, into this diamond. Now that would be a nice little tactic there. Oh, we have a Kudooge class. All right, back at this area, it looks like, wow, Zebh and Fallout successfully repelling that major attack by Ray and Dominus. So, very nice. You can see that Zebh is punching in a Galaxy and 2 Excelsiors. It looks like they're going after NJ's expansion, and they could get it. Who? There's only 3 of these guys, but there is that repair. If these guys up here decloaked could draw those ships out, they could attack in 2 places, and we see that the bottom team is trying to get a little bit of fun going on. Oh, but hello, NJ ends up putting out some monsoons. These monsoons, high-density shield generators, are excellent at tanking damage from these long-range ships like these XLs. Oh, but NJ is not doing a good job of microing his ships. As soon as your shields start taking a little bit of damage, maybe about 50%, the feds need to get out. As really these guys, once you get past their shields, it gets interesting in the sense that your ships are going to die. Oh, but also these guys just eat up the damage. They're small and their high-density shields. These Sangs will do nothing to these monsoons. Of course, these monsoons really need their special. Back over here, the Dominus and Ray have decided that they do not want this base in their backyard, and they have come back in force, and there is nothing. These guys need to leave. This is Death Valley for Fallout. This is a decom and run. These guys are just racking up kills here. They've got sort of a critical mass, so you can't cloak out the long range on the T-15s. Oh, and dear Lord, you see the special from these guys. Oh, crazy amounts. This is a nasty ship. So Dom sporting almost a vet, not quite yet. And Zebh up here with his nice little warp-in fleet trying to put some hurt on the Federation. Oh, and the red coming in just to give a little bit of flavor to the whole mix. So Sergeant Cortez and Zebh pushing a ton of pressure onto the main expansion of NJ, whereas over here these guys have decided to split off. Dom trying to go help NJ. NJ is about to lose just a ton of stuff. Down goes one of his XLs. Cortez not quite microing everything he could be here, as he's got this one monsoon soaking up fire while it's repairing. Galaxy taking a little bit of damage here. But fundamentally, this game, this side of the field is in the white and the red. Now, someone needs to know that there's a whole nasty set of purple moving across. And, uh-oh, here comes the nasty. Oh, you can see that AoE damage is burning through a lot of things. Oh, and that T-15 just shelling from afar. Dom is about to get a nasty fleet of T-15s ranking up. And the day is saved. Fallout has finally decommed and has rebuilt that battle yard at his main dilithium expansion. You like that recovery? But it looks like Ray is just scouting around at the moment. Maybe Ray wants to put a little pressure down here in the backside, really draw the game off. So far, the bottom team has done a great job of really psychologically putting the battle to the top team. But the top team has really parried that quite well. And it kind of feels like the top team has come out ahead here. They didn't lose their head. They saved their folks. They didn't take too many losses. NJ is sitting in kind of a bind here. He's putting out monsoons, and those will do a nice job of countering any of these sayings that are being pumped out here. Zebh sporting a nice warp-in fleet. I mean, come on, folks. Where is Zeb's other army? You know, as a Fed, and there they are. They're these Intrepids. Zebh sitting on only 500 dying. It looks like he's going into his Armada yard. Probably going E2s, maybe jumping up into the Remor for its special. If you could get a point defense phaser, that would be awesome. Give his troops a little bit more defense, effective defense. But I don't know that this is a move that he is going to be able to make fast enough. Fallout is hurting here. He does not have the fleet, and Dom does. Dom here has 2, 4, 6, 7 of those guys, a war frigate, and a whole host of these bugs acting as tanks. And if you're asking yourself, why do these bugs tank when they're such little bitty vessels, it's because they're lower on the defense. You'll see here if I can get it. They have 11 defense versus everything else has something higher. Auto-targeting will attack those first, and these 80 AI is grading into medium-range vessels. It soaks up the damage. You can see these Quebecs are medium range, and so this will give Dom the ability to back out. He'll take less damage totally. And, oh, a B8 special going off. That's really not what he wants to do here. He's putting... He stopped his firing on this thing, which is not really what he wants to do. Up here, it looks like the Zebh has made a nasty fleet and is just burning through the Armada yard here. If you can get it, looks like it went decom. NJM backing off of this. So basically the same thing going on here. Oh, wow. Dom's almost bed. T-15 eating up things. This is a retreat. Fallout needs to retreat. He does not have the vessels. He cannot get into that repair yard fast enough. But he does seem to be able to do it. He is doing it a little bit. Uh-oh. And here comes Cortez. And there goes Cortez. And here comes Cortez again. They really need to get it. Not sure if he is going to stand or fight or what's going on here. Needs to make up his mind. We're about to lose a yard as another one gets that nasty special, that field of implosion device. What's going on here? Cortez is staying out of fire, and Fallout is just piecemealing his ships. Up here, the Fed against Fed thing going on here. Zebh is burning through whatever he can get his hands on. NJ has nothing as far. It looks like he has transferred everything he has, so his mining is whatever he just happens to get. Looks like NJ is just going to be the sacrificial lamb here. While Dom, oh my god, Dom has managed to get 3 of these vessels with that dadgum implosion device. And that's going to be a little bit crazy. Ray running around in the bottom, looking to find some areas that are ripe for the taking. He actually could make some dent here. And it looks like Zebh is quite nicely turtled up here, doing a good job of keeping his backside protected. But this one Armada yard is not going to be in position to do much of anything here, as there are no ships around. It's out of range of the phaser platforms, that sort of thing. All right, folks, let's take a look at the top, see what how NJ is doing. NJ is pretty much getting the snot beat out of him up here, and that's going to draw Dom up, and it does look like that's what Dom is doing. He is moving up, trying to give his buddy a little bit of a fighting chance of staying alive here. You can see that the NJ has retreated a constructor and everything he can into Dom's main base. Oh, and Ray decides this is the time, this is the now to attack on Zebb's base. Zebh, this is probably what's pulling Zebh away, as he has got a nasty, nasty fleet of cavorts and Quebecs here. And in comes the warp-in. Who is this warp-in from? Yep, this is Zebh. And Zebh is in the mix. Uh-oh. At least he kept his Galaxy. Doing a quick repair there, as all of these guys are trying to... It needs to cancel, and he does cancel that allied repair. Looking to maybe draw these guys into those phasers. Those phasers will do pretty decent damage against all these guys. Ooh, a nice officer rank Quebec. That guy will not die. And Ray's just got a really good fleet here, and he's going to try to go after that pulse platform with that ablative armor. That's going to do nothing for him. Anytime he decides it's time to cloak, probably a great idea. Kind of keep people guessing. He's made his mark. He has drawn the battle back down to the bottom team. And that's really, really a lot of the strategy of fleet ops is where the psychological war is being fought. Both teams have been trying to push it back and forth a little bit, trying to keep it at the doorstep of the opposing team, and both have had some success in doing that. But at the moment, it seems like NJ and Fallout have had the hardest knocks at the moment, and Dominus and Ray versus Zebh and Cortez are sporting the larger fleets, having not had to deal with too much in their base. So interesting how that went down. You can see Dom, everybody here is, it looks like Cortez thinks this is the time he's going to catch a straggling war frigate, and if he can get a kill here, ooh, hello, where's some AoE when you want it? There it is. That is nasty. Shelling from long range. And here comes the Fed fleet. What's going to happen here? Can we get this is going to get interesting really fast, as everything's going to go off. You can see these fleets burning through each other. Somebody dying. There's some IS bombs. Engine's about to get disabled. No one's running out of here. And here comes Ray. And here come the Sangs. Oh, dear Lord, folks, we've got a plethora of color and explosions. Oh, I really think this is not going to go well for the bottom team. Dom's fleet, oh, there's a vet, is going to do nasty, nasty damage. He may lose a ship or two, but his bugs are really all he's going to lose unless people are manual targeting. But, and here comes Zebh with some Akiras, putting some pressure on stuff. But, Dom's, oh, 2 vets and another one if he wanted it, are just decimating all of those small ships with that AoE. Ray providing a little bit of tankage with his lower value ships as well. A Red Vorcha in the mix. The Feds are basically kiting this entire fleet. And Fallout has quit the game. So everyone has voted AI takeover for the green. That'll give nothing but experience to the top team. 3 vet T-15s, and the bottom team's fleet has just been decimated. And this is at this point, there is nothing here but destruction. This high-density shield generators are serving this ship well, taking a ton of fire, and that special going off at saving that guy. Dominus Noctis followed around by Ray. He's got a almost engine hooking cavort, and that was the definitive battle there, I would say. Zebh lost his huge warpin fleet, but the thing about the Feds is you can get right back into with your warpin. Akira is trying to pump them out. The Feds can totally come back from this. The question is whether Sergeant Cortez lost everything he had, and it does feel like he lost a lot. You see the Feds warping in a torpedo nebula and a good old ambassador again. Oh, some Nebbies out here. What the crap? I'm sorry, some Negvars. Oh, those Negvars are just getting shelled. That is nasty. Those IS bombs preventing people from running off. You really got to appreciate, you really have to appreciate how important that engine disabling ability is for every race. That IS bomb is just wonderful. It means that you get the kills and no one can escape. Dom and Ray here pushing through this area, and you can see a cavort here, a vet cavort. And that there is the second bottom team. And so this here, folks, that is game, folks. Good job, everybody, great play. Top team with the win. Alright, folks, this is Yanaman. I am signing off, and I'll see you on the flip side.